Today, we're going to spill the tea on chargeback cycles. And trust me, it's not as boring as it sounds. We'll help you make sense of these pesky processes and give you the know-how to tackle, dodge, and maybe even minimize chargebacks in your business. We'll look at the money trail, the stuff you need to do, and what's going on with card holders at each stage. So let's jump right in. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure we're on the same page about what a chargeback actually is. So picture this: a customer buys something from your online store, but later says they never got it. They call up their bank, kick up a fuss, and boom, chargeback. The bank takes the money back from your account. Got it? Good. Now let's break down the 4 main chargeback cycles. Cycle 1, the dispute. Here's the deal. Cardholder starts a dispute with their bank. The bank looks into it, and if it's legit, the bank takes the money from your account and gives it back to the cardholder. During this stage, you're going to get a heads up from your bank about the chargeback. Don't dawdle. Act fast to avoid missing deadlines set by the associations or banks. Oh, and prepare to brace yourself for chargeback fees, which can run anywhere from $15 to $100 per case, depending on a bunch of factors. Timeframes differ between card brands, but here's a general idea of what to expect. With Visa, you've got about 30 days. Mastercard, a little bit more generous at 45. American Express, a mere 20. And Discover is anywhere from 22 to 40 days, depending on the dispute type. But always double check with your bank and card association agreements for the exact numbers and fees. Cycle 2, representment. This is your chance to defend yourself. Here's how it goes down. You review the dispute and gather evidence to back up the transaction. You then send the evidence to your payment processor. They check it out and pass it on to the cardholder's bank. Let's say the cardholder claims that they never got their order. You can hit back with proof like delivery date and details, like tracking info and confirmation. A signed delivery receipt if you've got one. Any chats with the customer about their order or concerns. Screenshots of the product listing showing all the important stuff. If the payment processor and the cardholder's bank are convinced, they might reverse the chargeback and you'll get your money back. Cycle 3 is pre-arbitration. If the cardholder's bank isn't sold on your evidence, they can kick off pre-arbitration. Here's what's up. The bank looks over the evidence and again decides if they still don't buy your representment. If they're not convinced, they send a pre-arbitration case to the card association. This is when you as the merchant can review the case and choose whether to throw in the towel or continue to fight the chargeback. If you give in, the chargeback sticks and it's game over. But if you stand your ground, we move on to the final cycle. Cycle 4 is arbitration. And here's the grand finale. This is where the card association steps in as the neutral referee. Here's the play-by-play. The card association reviews the case, checking out everything from both you and the cardholder's bank. They make the final call on the chargeback. The decision is binding and the money goes where it's supposed to. At this point, you and the cardholder's bank have to accept the card association's ruling. The losing side might have to cough up some extra fees and penalties. So there you have it. Knowing the ins and outs of chargeback cycles is super important if you want to make smart moves, keep chargebacks in check, and protect your business empire. Just remember to be quick on your feet, gather enough evidence, and don't miss those deadlines set by the card associations and banks. Nail these, and you'll be a chargeback busting pro in no time. Thanks for tuning in. For more tips, ideas, and strategies to help you fight chargebacks, visit us at next.io.